Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another episode of me smashing my TV in. Another episode of Stardew Valley 1.5 here on the Professional Walkthroughs channel with me, your host, Max. So, what do we have on today's agenda? Let's take a look at the weather first. So, the weather seems to be... Come on. Okay, so we're gonna have a sunny tomorrow, and the luck for today is neutral. Okay, well that can be used for multiple uses, but obviously it's gonna definitely work out for us eventually somehow, hopefully. So, what else is on the TV before I smash it in again? Living off the land. Let's see, it's Salmonberry season all across the countryside. Bushes are teeming with juicy little berries. They're free for the taking. Harvesting them is a great way to earn extra cash. Now, I would personally suggest to no one to sell a single salmonberry. Salmonberries have a terrible resale value. Also, trying to turn salmonberries or blackberries into jelly is a horrible idea. You're not gonna get your money's worth out of them. So please, for the love of it, don't turn your salmonberries into a jelly. It takes 4 days and it's just a waste of your preserve jar. Now, this, however, gives us an incredible possibility for me to actually go and start harvesting salmonberries. As you can see, we have already some growing here on the farm. So after I load the broken CD, I'm gonna most likely have to do a whole lot of watering. I'm gonna shut up for now, and I'm gonna try to formulate some plan in order for me to actually come up with something that I might do. Now, the rice shoots can be replanted. I'm gonna keep the copper bars because, I'm thinking I'm gonna go and finally do what should have been done a bunch of episodes previously, and that is to go and plant or upgrade the tool. And I'm not really sure if I'm gonna go with like hoe, pickaxe, or axe, but yeah, watering can will require a rainy day in order for it to work. And of course, side for that, to upgrade it, we will need to first unlock the quarry. So once I get to quarry, I can go into that dangerous mine, which has been added with the 1.4 version, and I will be able to obtain golden sight. Now, because I do not have any of the bait, I'm gonna actually break apart some of the bait and have something to work with. I can create some buck steaks, but unfortunately, as I can see my financial situation, I will not be able to build my first fish pond. This is bad because one of the community bundles actually does require 50 pieces of roe, 15 age roe, and honestly, certain species take a stupid amount of time to fully populate the pond. It can take you even up to a full season for that to happen. So yeah, sturgeons and such, that's gonna be a pain, but the community center bundle is not asking for caviar, so I'm gonna have to do some other species of fish right after. Ooh, there's so many salmonberries. Wait, why did I pick up only one? Oh, never mind. I'm just gonna water everything and I'll talk to you after I'm done with this. And this is a proof of why I need to start upgrading my tools.
3 days later.
Okay, so it looks like it comes down to 40 charges for the basic watering can when you're working with it. The fun thing is, however, that it's already past 10 a.m. and this is just not the most efficient use of my time. So obviously, we're gonna store away the unmilled rice, and yeah, based on the community feedback, Buddy told me that we cannot turn the unmilled rice into sake because that's considered a hard liquor, so that would lose the PG rating for the game. Which, honestly, considering the fact that we are selling stuff like mead, beer, and pale ale and wine, I guess that's not considered hard liquor. But anyhow, this just means that we're gonna have to come up with some other plan to do something with the unmilled rice. Unfortunately, I'm not really sure what else can I do with it. I still have 3 rice shoots, so I'm gonna try to turn them into something usable for now. But I'm gonna see what can be done. I still have some more rice shoots which are growing on the farm. I can go take a look and see if I can harvest those. And it looks like these are all done. We're gonna have a bunch of unmilled rice. So fun thing is that actually rice is a second-year crop, so despite me talking about not being able to utilize this as a potential exploit, which I actually wanted to do and planned all sorts of rice shoots all across the shoreline, the problem with that is, of course, that due to the thickness of the wet sand on the beach, sometimes it will be actually out of reach of the water. So some of these places will not allow you to self-water the rice. And it should not even be working because this is ocean water, but, well, thankfully I don't have to bother with it. Hello dear, I know you're just getting started as a gardener, so I wanted to give you a little tip. Most crops only grow in one season. When summer arrives, your spring crops will all die out, so plan ahead, Granny Evelyn. Now, fun thing regarding this is actually that in my 1.4 playthrough, I have discovered that if you plant, especially during the summer season, the last few days in your soil, wheat. Wheat transfers from summer till fall, but not only the fact that the land will remain held underneath. If you have fertilizer, water retaining thingy, a speed growth, all these will remain in the soil as well. However, if you would, for example, keep like the green beans and transition those into the summer season, what you will see is a dramatic change, because actually what will happen is that the crops will wither, but after they are done with withering, the tiles are held. However, whatever uses or benefits were utilized by you, so fertilizer, speed grow, or that water retaining thing which I should get my hands on eventually, those are all gone. So actually I might try to do the wheat crop thing. Now, we have not even seen some of the community bundles, but I'm gonna have to do the brewery collection in the community center. And the fun thing is that this requires beer and pale ale, and I'm definitely will be looking into obtaining some hops and some wheat so I can do this. Also, one of my subscribers let me know that basically a great idea, what you can do, and this can be heavily utilized, especially on this farm, is to put down a massive field of wheat, and you just put in one scarecrow to protect it. And you will let the rainy days just water the wheat, so you don't do it. Now, based on what you were able to see so far on the playthrough, that is if you were watching it, we had like 4 rainy days already. So if I were to plant those, I would have a harvest of wheat if it would be season. Now, when it comes to the Salmonberry season, especially during the year 1, I try to harvest as many berries as it's possible. Reason behind me harvesting as many berries is that this is not only giving me a great source of energy, this is also leveling up a stupid amount my foraging skill, almost even more than chopping down some of these trees. So what might happen is that because today the Salmonberry season starts, I will be collecting as many berries as I can. I was able to find already a few bushes here in my farm. Now I'm gonna run back and actually grab the geodes which were located at the farm, and I'm gonna go, and since I'm going to see Clint, I'm gonna put in the upgrade for my tool. However, before I do so, I'm gonna crack open the geodes. Now after which I might try to stop by at Pierre, or maybe I'm gonna keep that for tomorrow, who knows. There are some more berries over here. I'm gonna take a look in the trash cans. Here by this big bush which we are bypassing by Lewis's fence, that is where the new bulletin board will be eventually added for those more difficult tasks which were added with the 1.5 version. But first of all, because it's almost 2 p.m., let's head out to see Clint. So before you put in the upgrade for your tool, you first need to crack open the geodes. If you would actually let him put in the upgrade first, and then you would try to crack open the geodes, it would be possible. So we are getting 3 minerals which I can drop off, and of course once again I totally forgot about upgrading the tool, and I'm gonna head and upgrade the pickaxe. So this is gonna mean that on the next episode I should have this done. Okay, now we have Daffodil. That can be given to theoretically Haley or Vincent, but most likely I'm gonna try to give as many gifts to Haley. I'm really hoping I'm gonna be able to have a dance partner. We already have like 2 friendship points. Ooh, starfruit seed. Favorite seed. Now this 1 starfruit seed will not do that much for us, especially during the summer season. If you have seen any of my playthroughs, you would know that I am a huge fan of starfruit. Unfortunately, Sandy never gives us any discount on them, but the return on those seeds is extreme, so I highly suggest you try it. Now let's take a look around the beach. Maybe we're gonna come across some forageables. So yeah, 2 heart points for Haley. Let's see. Is there anything? No? Nothing? Okay. It looks like 1 oyster is all that we are gonna get, and 1 clam. That's not the best yield, but oh well. I really do wonder if I will be ever able to fish out a freaking lobster out of the water, especially at the beach on my farm. But since we are done here, let's go take a look, and what can we do with today? There are some Salmonberry bushes. We just need to take a look around. Obviously the village is not the best place for foraging, that's true, but look at this. Someone just threw out a anchovy into the trash can. Well, at least I can sell it. And here we have a cutscene from the woods. So kids have obviously found the entrance to the sewer system where Krobus resides. Now in that spot which I'm circling my mouse with is where the trash bear gets added on like year 3, and if you fulfill his quests, you are able to clean out the entire beach. Now because I was unable to get to the beach on this time, or the 1.4 playthrough, I was only able to get to like full season of year 2. I'm not gonna be able to showcase that, but yeah, we're gonna see what happens. So obviously when the kids get scared off, and so far I don't see any spring onions, which is kind of bad for me, but maybe that's just the cutscene itself. So once we actually get scared off too, we will appear back behind Leah's home and by Marnie's ranch. Now it's gonna still take me a while to get my hands on some coops, but I want to first upgrade my tools because I will want to start clearing out the area out of the hardwood and everything. It's gonna be a bit difficult for me to come across some of the things which I might require. Here you go, beautiful flower for a beautiful flower. There's gonna be lots of bushes here, so I'm gonna actually most likely just spend a stupid amount of time running around the sap woods. I'm gonna also chop down most likely some trees in order to gather some resources. So yeah, let's see if there are any spring onions. And once I make some more tappers, those can be all placed down here. There are plenty of maples. plenty of oaks. So this can be a decent natural point for you to get plenty of tappers installed. The trees will regrow, but I don't like to utilize this place that much for chopping down trees unless I am desperate for acorns or maple seeds. But other than that, yeah. There are plenty of ferns, so I usually tend to chop down those. This might help me also come across those damn pine cones, and I will require those for creation of these little snacks. So, there is a high concentration of fish here, so let's go take a look at what can I pull out. Hopefully I'm not going to be pulling out trash, although the trash has the benefit that if you pull out trash, it can be theoretically turned into the iron ore. That's the only benefit of it. And considering the fact that I did manage to already come across enough iron ore to get one iron bar and have my recycling machine, I think that was a really decent luck. Not as lucky as coming across a freaking diamond or another ancient seed. Oh, there's actually a hidden salmonberry bush here. So yeah, I'm gonna use some of the salmon berries or the dandelion because I'm gonna try to hold on to the salmon berries for as long as I can. Luckily for me, what can happen is that thanks to the salmon berries, I should be able to chop down many trees here, get some resources, and not utilize all my energy or foraging items which can be used for energy. Like while I was watering the crops, you saw me eat 2 leeks. So some of the newly added quests on that eventual bulletin board, which I'm not really sure if it gets triggered once you fulfill a community center or you like reach year 2 or something. It's just gonna require certain quests from like Grandma Evelyn where you drop off like 20 leeks or something. So building up a decent reserve of the foraging seeds might be a good idea for year 2. We're gonna see. I'm gonna try to focus on upgrading my tools as much as I can, but first I'm just gonna harvest these berries, chop down some more trees, and I'm just gonna speed up probably this footage, and I'll talk to you later on. Okay, so now that we are back at the farm, I'm gonna actually take a look around the small forageable area. There are some bushes, and so far I came across, ooh, now I'm getting 2 berries per bush. That is awesome. That is awesome. It's gonna definitely help out on the next day. So far the forageable area was pretty terrible when it comes to drops. I think I came across like a single dandelion and that was it, but here is one of those floatsomes. So let's see what can I come across. Ooh, coffee, 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 coffee. Will actually kill if it would be a coffee bean. But look at it, even one of the bushes by the granddad's shrine is actually a salmonberry bush. I would want to try fishing. I still have some time, but I'm gonna most likely do that by my home just so that I have the time to drop off everything into the collection bin. So let's drop off whatever I do not need. We found some fish, found some forageables. I'm gonna hold on to most of these things because we do require those resources. Oh man, it's so nice to come across a starfruit seed, but yeah, that's definitely gonna get planted during the summer season. Other than that, I cannot smelt anything. I really am hoping that the trash would to more iron so that theoretically I can make some more of the iron bars. I have now finally acorns and such, so I can make 5 field snacks. It's gonna help me fuel whatever that it will be. I'm gonna be trying to do. I'm gonna put away everything that I don't need. Let's try if I can fish or catch one more fish. For some reason, I'm kind of ignoring those berry bushes which are on top of that hill. I'm kind of aware that they are there, but what can I do? So, yeah. We're gonna try to fish out something besides seaweed, see if I will be lucky enough. First, I'm gonna pull out driftwood. Come on, one fish. Ooh, we did get the iron. That's awesome. I can load in the driftwood, and look at that. We have exactly 5 iron ores, so we can smelt it into an iron bar. That is perfect. I'm gonna drop off the seaweed, and seriously, we have some serious reserve and the green algae. Maybe I won't be making or putting down the orchard right underneath my home. Maybe I will just put there fish ponds eventually, but who knows? We're still far away. So I was able to level up foraging. This means that our axe proficiency is better. We are picking up more berries while harvesting. So the second day of harvesting salmon berries might be more productive. I would honestly love to finish off the season with at least like 100 berries, because those 100 berries are a perfect thing to take, especially into mines early on. The reason behind this is you are only picking up a certain type of the berries, while in comparison, spring onions, horseradishes, and everything else can have different qualities, so it occupies more spaces in your backpack. And currently, with limited backpack use or backpack storage space, yeah, that's gonna be complicated. So we're gonna take all these resources. There's just so many berries. Once again, I'm ignoring everything that's on top of the hill. Let's see if some of those berries are coming across these bushes. Maybe most of them will be for blackberry season, but I'm actually wondering why that one berry was, or that one bush gave me another set of berries and this one did not. So here we have a message from our mom. She misses us, she loves us, and she sends us some money from Granddad. 500 gold in our pocket. Dear neighbor, I hope you are feeling settled in your new home. I'm writing to let you know that Pierre's store is now selling fertilizer. Why don't you swing by and see if you can afford a few dozen boxes? I like Pierre's style. Even if we would marry his daughter, he would still not give us a friends and family discount. But the man is a true genius and entrepreneur. He's trying to squeeze us out for every penny we have, but thankfully I'm actually able to make the fertilizer. But yeah, once again, I'm just gonna shut up for a while and water some of these crops, but we'll talk soon. Okay, so now that the watering is done, I can fill in the watering can, try to do a bit more fishing. The thing is that, yeah, I totally ignored my energy levels. Now, one of the main reasons why I want to do some fishing is so that I have at least something to drop off into the collection bin. The reason behind this is that yesterday I have spent most of the day chasing after the salmon berries. And yeah, so salmon berries are a great source of energy. They definitely changed the entire game balance for spring season, because until now I was heavily limited by the crops or the forageables which I was able to only come across before. But now with the access to all these salmon berries, this is gonna definitely change a whole lot of stuff for me. I'll be able to do a lot more tasks throughout the day. Now, the reason behind me doing so many strawberries is the fact that I want to turn them into future seeds so that next spring I will be able to have access to a bigger crop harvest. Some of the seeds are usually also planted inside of the greenhouse, especially at the start of the game for me. That is, if I don't have some ancient seeds and such. Now, it would have been probably more logical for me to try and squeeze in some of these ancient seeds which I got until now into the greenhouse, but God knows when I will be able to finish off these bundles. So that's gonna take some time. Okay, why am I pulling out just seaweed? Well, what is up with this? Is the game seriously trying to tell me that I should upgrade the house and start making zucchinis? I really wish the food or the ready-to-eat meals would have a better selling value. I mean, if you try to sell the individual ingredients for some of the recipes, like pumpkin soup or pumpkin pie, the pumpkin itself will give you a stupid amount of money, especially if you have like a silver or gold star quality one. But if you sell the dish itself, you're not gonna get that much money. And I should start running towards the town because it's getting late. I do see those bushes and I do need to do at least something, but unfortunately I just keep pulling out junk out of here. So I'm not really sure how many more I will try to catch here. Most likely what I will try to do is run around and see if I can actually visit some of the NPCs and do as much as I can. I have some oysters and things like this. Oysters can be dropped off in the, not the specialty, the crab pot bundle with the other sea critters. So it's usually better for me to just get the crab pods in order to do this, but what the heck, let's just sell these for now. I'm gonna probably come across even more of them eventually, so who knows. The selling price is not that great, but we need every penny currently. I might stop by at Pierre's shop because it's Tuesday, so if I would not go there today on the next episode when it's Wednesday, I would not have access to the Pierre's shop, and I will probably try to... I totally forgot about those salmon berries. You know what, let's drink that coffee, let's have that added boost, let's rush to pick up everything. Ooh, there's a lot of salmonberry bushes. Why did I not come here previously? Damn it, there is one salmonberry stuck down there. Not gonna be able to pull it out because I don't have the magnet ring, so that one over there is gonna be stuck there, unfortunately, until I will be lucky enough to get it out of there. Who knows? Hopefully it won't get destroyed in the meantime. But the cool news is that at least by pulling out all this junk, I'm able to get a decent supply of the refined quartz, and that can be used for crafting of lightning rods and such. Is that a leak? Yes, that's a leak. There are some more berries, so I will definitely try to stop by there later. But because it's gonna be 2 p.m., the thing which I should do is take a look at the bulletin board. Okay, we can actually slay 6 green slimes. Now, the reason why I'm taking this quest is fairly simple. And of course, Jojo Mart is trying to steal the customers from Pierre. That's just beautiful. Really, really, really nice. Welcome to Pierre's. How can I help you? So, yeah, I mean, honestly, you're never gonna see me go to Jojo Mart, most likely, even for the seeds, because they don't sell even the year 2 crops. And once I found out the white fungus soda on their shelf, I was like, no. Just no. So Morris, who I'm still not sure if it's a lady or a guy, really don't know. Anyhow, he's offering a 50% discount for sales, but even if I would try to go and purchase some seeds from Morris, Yeah, the thing is, the seeds are much more expensive, so I don't like shopping there at all. And once actually I'm able to finish off the community center bundle, Pierre's store is even open on Wednesdays. So it must be difficult for you to lose your loyal customers like that. But you can blame them? I'm not really sure a local manager of a store which belongs to a franchise can just willy-nilly create a discount coupons for 50% off. I think that would probably cost him or her the job. So I think there might be actually some bundles which require either tulips or blue jazz. So since I have some money, what I'm gonna actually do is purchase some seeds here. That would be the smart thing to do, because sure, the strawberries are gonna level up my farming, but it's still gonna take some time until we get those harvests in, and I'm gonna be only able to get 2. And if I manage to screw up something, yeah, that's not gonna be great. So, we have the possibility to go into the mines and slay those slimes. Now, the best way you can do this is to actually try to go into those levels like 5, 10, 15, the ones where the elevator drops you off into mine level. Unfortunately, we still are unable to give Haley the flower which I just picked up. That would be so extremely convenient for me. But anyhow, I'm gonna be able to run back to the mines and try to slay those slimes. That's 360 gold from Lewis, so I will be able to basically come across some change. Now, some of these quests are super convenient, most of them are just impossible to deal with, especially in the start. I usually tend to also struggle with the quest where Clint is asking for like 30 or so pieces of copper. Oh, another high concentration of fish. So usually when I like try to offer this to him, it somehow bugs out that the 1 piece of copper is given to him as a gift. He's not that thrilled about it, and then I cannot fulfill the quest anyhow, because on that day I have interacted with him and he's not willing to take the remaining stock or so. So yeah, it just, some of the quests are not that great. Ooh, Largemouth Bass, and guess what? This thing can go into the community center. No, not in the pantry. Why am I looking there? Where is it? Nightfish? No. Ram, I might be able to get sturgeon as a summer season fish. I think we also will require a rainy day in order for me to reel in a sturgeon. But, ooh, look at this. Lots of salmon berries. Yeah, most likely these 2 episodes, this one and the one after, especially the first day, will be me just trying to salvage as many salmon berries as I theoretically can get my hands on. Reason behind this is it's a great source of energy, especially when I come here, and immediately the plan works out. So I'm able to come here. That's 2 dead slimes. Rock crab, he unfortunately did not drop like an explosive. That's 3 slimes. There's only unfortunately a bug. I don't see any more slimes on this level, and because we don't have the pickaxe, I'm just gonna go to a different level, see if we can come across something else. Yeah, so obviously I cannot move here because I don't have the pickaxe. So let's see what else is around. Okay, that rock was fortunately a bit further away. Here we have another slime that's gonna... Oh man, I hate the fact that I cannot pick up the copper. Okay, so we have a bug, we have a rock crab. I would actually prefer the iridium version, but there would be no chance I would be able to dispose of that thing. So yeah, let's just try to slay these little buggers here. Ooh, there's a ladder. We can talk to Lewis finally, and look at this. This would be the level which I would expect to find at first, but yeah. We now are able to run back to the village and fulfill the quest. Now, it's possible... Look at Leah playing those tunes. It's most likely that Lewis might be either at Gus's or at his own home. I'm not really sure on what days does Lewis go to Gus's saloon, but we will see. Okay, so there's another flower, but I don't need that right now. I need to find Mayor and collect my reward. That's gonna be the most efficient use of the time. And yeah, so we can fulfill the quest. We can pick up the cash. Unfortunately, I did the quest too late, so it's already like almost 7 p.m. We can go through his trash, but unfortunately I will not be able to go and purchase like more seeds right now. But we still should be able to take a look around the village or the beach if Sam will let me pass. And this way maybe I'm gonna come across some more usable stuff. Also, I totally forgot to drop off the fish at the community center because I'm an idiot. But now that I actually picked up a mussel, I might have 2 things to drop off at the community center. Maybe I'm just gonna run back up there and see if I can do anything. Why is there absolutely nothing on the shore? That's just beyond me. But okay, let's see if anything can be foraged here. I unfortunately don't see anything. We might try to fish at least like once. Only one of the seagulls got scared away. That's interesting. Let's see if we'll get a bite. Hopefully it won't be trash or seaweed. I feel like I'm pulling that out plenty at my farm. So we do have a bite from a fish. It would be super convenient if this fish can actually drop off at the community center. But no, it's just a herring, so unfortunately no such luck. So let's take whatever we can get here, and I'm gonna then run off to the farm, and I'm gonna have to drop off something. I'm gonna have to be careful on how I do that. But yeah, since my backpack is full and I have pulled out 2 iridium fish, I'm just gonna probably go to the community center, drop off the mussel and the largemouth bass. It'd be actually awesome if I could come across more high concentration places on the lake by the mountain. This way I have better chance to pull out a largemouth bass, because even Jody will ask for one. And here we have that famous cutscene where Linus is actually going through the trash can because nobody is going to lttstore.com. And George is wondering what's the sound by the garbage. So, because he will be able to turn 180 on his wheelchair, just like a pro, he's gonna ask us to actually, could you do an old man a favor? Could you go around the corner and check on those raccoons or scare them off? And the interesting thing is that Linus has this whole time to actually, listen to the conversation and escape. But he does not decide to. He just waits there and we get this awkward conversation. So, I mean, I don't know, buddy. You could have, ran behind a corner. I would not see anyone. But anyhow, he's claiming that he finds lots of food here in trash cans. I usually tend to find dishes in Gus's trash can, but we're gonna say that it's not that weird and it's shame to waste food, which is actually true. I'm the same way. I usually don't buy new stuff before I demolish everything in my fridge. But because there were holidays and everything, I kind of went a bit overboard and bought more stuff than I needed. So the fun thing to the cutscenes is, once again, that I'm just gonna agree, say bye-bye and everything. We do need to level up our friendship with Linus. This can be easily done because Linus enjoys most of the forageable items. But I mean, the benefit of you actually leveling up the friendship with Linus, especially at the start of the game, is to do one thing, and that's to get the wild bait. So, he's gonna promise not to go through George's trash can anymore. I mean, it's not the only trash can. And now we disappear into the bushes. He's gonna go to Gus's saloon, and the fun thing is that Gus somehow allows the rest of his guests to be without any supervision. I mean, I guess there is Emily working behind the bar, but most of the cooking is done by Gus, no? So he's gonna tell him that I know what you have been doing, and this is the part which really makes me angry. If you need food, just ask me. I don't want anyone in Pelican Town to go hungry. Why don't you then supply me every day a meal? Here, I've got a basket of zucchini fritters for you. Just make sure you dip them in my spicy marinara. Okay, so here's the thing that really freaks me out about this sentence. Zucchini fritters. We are not even able to make zucchini or grow zucchini in the entire Stardew Valley. So how does he get zucchini fritters? Also, tomatoes. Here's the thing. We are unable to turn them into marinara. So what I would suggest is theoretically to take the tomato, because it's a horrible plant otherwise, put the tomato into keg and you get a bottle of ketchup, and if you put it into preserve jar, you get marinara sauce. Or if you would be able to like combine tomatoes and a block of cheese which you get out of your animals. Usually marinara sauces do have like garlic or onion, or you even like mix in some cheese or so. But yeah, it looks like on the next episode Pam's is gonna have her birthday. This is why I really need that damn calendar. That's just gonna help me just get in more of these things or more of these birthdays, because otherwise just managing this without having the calendar in my bedroom is a nightmare. But yeah, I'm gonna drop off the largemouth bass, the mussel, and I'm gonna probably do some more planting of those cauliflowers and kale which I was able to pick up, and I'm gonna cut off the episode somewhere around here. If you did like it, well, you should know what to do by now. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, or whatever, feel free to ask. I don't mind trying to answer. And yeah, I'm also uploading content on a weekly basis. I do mostly playthroughs, I do discussion videos, I do early in-game reviews, tips and tricks videos. I'm planning on doing a whole lot more stuff, but currently getting my hands on all the hardware pieces for a computer is just basically impossible, which is then even more painful, all things considered, when every tech YouTuber is making videos that they are bored and they just want to build a computer, and I cannot do the same thing. So yeah, fun stuff. But anyhow, that will be it for the episode. If you share my pain, well, you know what to do. But yeah, if you have any questions regarding Stardew Valley or so, please feel free to ask. I'm gonna try to get back to you. In the meantime, check out the channel, link is in the description. Make sure you stay safe, have some fun, and I will talk to you on the next one. Thank you for watching, stay safe everyone, and bye bye.